How are we doing, everyone? Thanks for joining me for episode 54. And can you guess where I am? You can see there's a net and a mat already there. We are back on the point of the Tench Lake. Managed to get back on it. There's nobody on the lake. I can't believe it. There's 3 people on the main lake, 1 person on the long lake. It's the bloody end of September, you know. Should be out doing it now, but people just don't seem to be doing it for some reason. I'm not sure why. It seems really, really quiet here, which is good for me. But anyway, let's spin the camera around and let's see how episode 54 goes. Fingers crossed. Could this be the one? So you'll see it's lovely and sunny. Oh, what was that? What was that? Hold on a momento. Is there going to be a bird come up? No. A bird would have come up by now. Okay, right. Well, that may change things then, because that was too big for a tench. That is 100% a carp. Yeah, that might change how this vlog's going to go now. Just turned around. I didn't see exactly what it was, but it's definitely a carp. It's got to be. It's too big for a tench. The rings are way too big. So I've been stood here for about 10-15 minutes after that last little clip I've done, and there's bubbling and there's bits happening there. So I've got the rods out. That's all I've got out, but I've decided, you'll see there's 2 lined there on the floor with a buzzer. I've got 1 buzzer in. I've got 1 rod rigged. I'm going to put this morning's hook bait on, which was the old Good Manila dumbbell. I have put a PVA bag on, and I'm just going to hook it on and we're going to throw it out. I'm just going to throw 1 rod out there and just sort of sit by my buzzer for half an hour. It will go in that time. If you land on a fish's head, the amount of opportunist fish that have been caught that way, half an hour is plenty long enough. So I'm going to get that rod out there, just throw it out there. It's not wrapped up on the thing. I know roughly where it is. As long as I feel the lake go down, that'll do. And I'm just going to have sort of half an hour sitting by my rod, hoping I can fluke one out, because you never know. Could be the way forward. Sorry, in all the haste, I didn't actually film casting in, but I've just chucked it out there. It's landed pretty much bang on, to be fair. I couldn't be any happier with that. Got a PVA bag around it. I thought, do you know what, we'll just chuck it out there, see what happens. I'm going to give it half an hour like this. I'm just going to sort of sit here with my rod. Sun's out, it's quite nice. You never know, it could lead to a bite. Could be a bloody tench, who knows. But like I say, I'm going to give it half an hour. I've got about a good hour and a half before it's dark, so you're probably getting the burning bit in the dark again. But yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? You know, it's got to make the most of it. So let's see what happens. Fingers crossed. Well, we got the bite. I've been in 15 minutes. Got lily pad in there as well, and in the net, yeah, you bloody guessed it, we have a tench. Oh, my heart was in my mouth when it went. It absolutely melted off, because I was sat sort of next to it. It absolutely melted off, and when I picked it up, I was like, I can't believe it. It's not a carp. It's nutting around too much. If it is, it's a small one. And then when it sort of started just dancing, I was like, never mind. But, well, yeah, it's just how it is, isn't it? It was an opportunity. Sadly, it's not paid off. So I'm going to get that tench unhooked, get him back, and then I actually might as well just start the sort of vlog now. Because, yeah, that's blown the spot for now, isn't it? So I'm not going to recast that rod out and sit with it. I'll get that tench sorted. I'll get some kit set up and I'll bring you back and we'll actually get going. Well, I'm slowly getting there. I've got some rods wrapped up. I've still got 1 rod on the floor. I've got to re-rig that one yet and stretch that out. I've got my little station set ready. My little bait spoon. Like I say, that's the remainder of the bait we mixed up, or I mixed up at home. So that's the last third. That's the last of the boilies. So can we do it one-handed? Go on, get in there. Oh, there's nowhere near as much in there this time as last time, is there? Oh, crikey, no, we've got half a bucket. So I didn't gauge that out very well, did I? Never mind. I'm just going to swill it round and let them juices all soak up in that boilie for the next 5-10 minutes before I start spomming. That'll give me time to get some rigs tied up. Probably stretch that rod and reset that rod as well, so that's ready. Then I'll start spomming, because I wouldn't mind that bait trying to absorb some of that moisture if possible. Because it means I wear less. Any of you that haven't spotted with a watery mix, most of it ends up down your bloody back. I'm sure a lot of you are aware of that, but there will be some people that, yeah, if you have a wet mix, be prepared to wear some of it, because that's just the price you pay. Anyway, I'm going to get that rod sorted, rigged up. Haven't quite decided what I'm doing with the left-hand rod tonight. Middle and right, straight, simple, isn't it? Straight back on the spot. So I'll get it all sorted. I'll get that bait in. I'm not going to film spomming. I'll bring you back when we're pretty much ready to go through the rod setup and cast some rods in. I've not actually begun baiting up yet. I thought, do you know what, before I do that, let's run you through the left-hand rod, because I have set that up, decided what I'm doing on it, and I thought we can get the left-hand rod in because it's not anywhere near the middle or right-hand rod. So the left-hand rod, the line is, as always, the 18-pound KORDA contour fluorocarbon. Length for the dark matte tungsten tubing. Down to the KORDA run sleeve again. Size 8 quick change swivel. But this time I've got a 2.5 ounce swivel distance lead. I'm going to put this in a solid bag. I know people fish inline drop-offs in solid bags. I've found that running lead in solid bag works just as good. I've also found that that little baby there, Ronnie rig, on a very short link, that's about 3.5 inches at the absolute most, is a really good addition in a solid bag. I've not fished Ronnies hardly at all, and I've not fished solid bags a lot. But when I've combined these two together, the hook holds on the fish I've had have been phenomenal, and I've caught quite a few fish from the local day ticket on it. And I thought, it's got to have a plum goo wafter on it. Can't be any other bait choice. So that's going to go in a solid bag. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the left-hand rod tied up. We'll get that cast out, and then I'll start baiting up, because at least I'm actually fishing. I've got one rod in. So let me get that tied up, and then we'll get it in. I'm definitely getting better with these solid bags, because that is a nice compact bag. So we're going to get this rod out now. Look, so I don't know where it's going. I'm just going to turn around, point that way, and fire. That's how the left-hand rod's going to be fished. Okay, like I say, I'm just going to aim sort of, well, that way. So I didn't think that one through very well, did I? I hadn't even got the bloody bank stick in the ground. But we're all sorted. The rod's on a buzzer now. Do you know, I just aimed and thought, do you know what, just give it a throw. Just wallop it out there. So it's gone way out of my water. There is nobody on the lake. I've got the whole lake to myself again. I've just fell short of this side of the bar of Sunny Corner. I know roughly where the bar is from here, because I have thrown a lead from this side right to the far side and gauged where the bar is. And on this side of the bar, maybe at the base of it in the silt. We'll see. If it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. The two rods I'm concentrating on are the middle and the right-hand rod. The left-hand rod's like an experimental roving rod, you know. Really, I should probably put a chod rig on it, a naked chod, and just keep chucking it around. But we'll try a solid bag. We'll see how it goes tonight. I've got longer in the morning as well, I should point out. I don't have to go to work tomorrow. I'm here till mid to late morning, so I can see like the morning period out and actually take note of what happens when I ain't here. I'm hoping it's not like jacuzzis everywhere by 6:30 in the morning when I've just gone out the gate half an hour before that, but it is what it is. So you will see some daylight in the morning. Might be a longer vlog because I'm here for a bit longer, who knows. But I'm just going to show you the rigs on the middle and right hand rod before I get that bait in, because the light is fading. And then I think we better have a bloody cup of tea then. Cup of tea? No, we're having a coffee. It's too early for tea. Right, rigs. Same rigs I wound in this morning. That's the KORDA end trap soft coated braid, fished on the old blowback style, no break in the coating. And you'll see I'm going back in with a pepperami, but a bigger chunk this time, because it was a lot. Well, it is a long hair on this, so I've gone longer. So long piece of the red pepperami and the yellow tipper, so exactly the same as last night, just a bigger piece of pepperami. And on the other rod, exactly the same rig, but all I'm fishing tonight on it is a STICKYBAITS krill tough one. So that is a glugged krill tough one. Again, blowback, no break, no PVA bags, no sticks, no nothing like that. They're just going to go straight out on the spot once I've finished baiting. So we're having a sort of blend in, match the hatch, heavy bottom bait, and then we're having something completely different, nothing to do with the mix, bait over the top, because this didn't go last night and I'm very surprised. So I'm going to get that bait out now, and then I'll bring you back, get these rods in, and then we better get the old kettle on. So that's baiting all sorted. You'll see two buzzers ready to go. Nothing's happened on the left hand rod. I've just got that both rods rigged up, we're going to put the pepperami on the right hand spot, because that seems to get more bites than the left. So I'm going to put the bait I've not had a bite on the right, and then a bait on the left side of the spot that I'm confident I can get a bite on, and see if it makes any difference. So let's go. And time to get the third and final rod out. That's got the krill hard hooker on this one, so that's going to the left hand side of the baited spot. Hit a tufty on the way down, bloody things. Better redo that one because it's probably tangled my rig, but that landed bang on it. So that'll be those pissed off for the night now. No, all good. Cheers all, first one of the vlog. Rods are finally out. Like I say, we had an opportunity when we got here, didn't pay off. We've had one tench already and I haven't actually properly got going, but never mind, it was worth a try. But while I'm having my coffee, as always, I will say a massive thank you to you lot for supporting the channel in whatever way that you do, and even more so today because I looked at my YouTube studio and I've hit 3,000 subs today, which is awesome. So to each and every one of you that's watching that are a subscriber, thank you very much. It really, really is helping the channel grow and more people are discovering it. And if you haven't yet subscribed or you're new, please consider it. It is free. There is like no contract to it. It doesn't tie you into nothing. All it means is YouTube promotes my channel to more people, saying, oh, have a look at this person, maybe this is of interest. That's basically how it works. So if you're able to click the button, thank you very much. And if you're not able to, or you don't want to, again, thank you very much. You're still supporting me by watching me. But if every now and then you fancy giving it a thumbs up or a comment, please feel free. But if you just want to watch in the background and sort of stay out of it and just enjoy the burning and non-catching, that's absolutely fine. But speaking of burning, I am going to get on with some burning right now. So the next thing you see will be something in the pan getting burnt. But again, from me, I really, really am grateful and thank you all very, very much. Nice one. Oh yeah, I thought I'd better just show you this. No, we're not burning water. That's a new pan. I had to pick a new pan up this morning because after last night's burntness, the other one give up the ghost. Yeah, one burn too many for that one. So that's gone in the old bin and we have a brand new one. So tonight we'll be burning some food in the brand new pan. Well, no, I'm having eggs tonight with my food, so that's going to go in the new pan. And hopefully I'll be able to flip the eggs and get no bloody yolk spillages or casualties. And then the other pan's going to be burning the other bit of the food, which you'll probably guess if I'm having eggs. Yep, we've got bacon. So it's bacon and eggs tonight. But I'm going to carry on boiling my water, clean my pan out, and I'll bring it back when food is pretty much done, I guess. Oh, bacon's burning away nicely. The old light is fading as well. I reckon another 20 minutes it'll be dark. Nights are definitely drawing in now. But rods are out. I'm happy with all three rods, to be fair. I think we're going to get some tench activity on the middle and right hand rod. Would be nice though if the pepperami got left alone, because the carp will definitely pick it up. It's if the tench don't like it because of its like real hot spicy nature, then maybe we could be onto something. Who knows? That's why I've put the pepperami on the right hand side, because the right hand rod of those two has done more of the bites over the time I've been in here than the left hand rod of it. So I thought, right, let's put the pepperami on the side that does the most bites and see if we can avoid the tench, because if we can, then maybe I might be fishing pepperami as hook baits. Who knows? I fully expect the tench on that left hand rod before the end of the vlog as well, in that solid bag. I expect the tench on every rod, to be fair, before the end of the vlog. Just because I can't seem to bloody avoid them. But for now, I'm going to carry on burning that little baby. You'll see it's getting dark, and yeah, when that's finished and the eggs are done, I'll bring you back, show me food, and then get settled in for the night, I think, because yeah, it won't be long before the old light is completely gone. There we have tonight's tea. Let's do a bit of a yolk test. No, that one's ruined. No, new pan's a load of rubbish. It don't bloody cook yolks in eggs properly, does it? I think that's my bad cooking, but I'm going to get that down my neck. Kettle's on, get washed up, have another coffee, and then yeah, just see what the night brings, because it is nearly dark. Even though the phone's showing it as light out there, it's really, really not. So I shall see you in a bit, most likely for an evening or bedtime update, unless anything happens, which I expect we'll get a tench again pretty soon. Well, we're at that time of night. Yep, 7:30. Unbelievable, isn't it? Absolutely pitch black out there. If I shine my head torch up in the sky, it doesn't really do anything, but yeah, pitch black. We have coffee made there, so I'm going to sit and enjoy my coffee, settle in for the evening, and just see what happens during the hours of darkness. If anything happens, obviously you'll know about it, and like I say, it's nice that we haven't got to wind up. You'll actually get a pack away in daylight tomorrow, so that'll be something to look forward to, won't it? It'd be even nicer if I could show you bloody carp, but like I say, I'm happy. I think I've got something sensible going on here. The left-hand rod, like I say, that's just chucked out there on the bag randomly. I'm not really bothered. I could just come in here and fish 2 rods, to be fair, but I've got 3. It's big enough, like, to throw a third to the left. You never know, but chances are that'll be a tench, if anything. But it's the middle and right-hand rod I want to concentrate on that spot. If I can keep getting in here, putting bait on the spot, then I will do. As soon as I start seeing people come in here, like regular people on here, or people have been on here a while, then I might have to maybe rethink, because yeah, it's one of them. I take note of who is fishing where, and then when their patterns change, they only change for a reason, don't they? Because they've either seen what I'm up to, or heard about what I'm up to, or watched it even, who knows. I mean, I know there's people on here who watch me that have been in swims that they've never been in before, you know, so it's one of them. But the thing I thought of today is, because this is a double swim, you can fish this side, which is the left, and the other side, which is the right. Most people that come in here in the point will fish the right hand side, so they'll fish to the pads down the side of the island. Well, if that is the case and someone's in here and they're fishing the right hand side, then I can go over to that swim we sort of had a look at, or I tried marker floatering up and seeing if it was closer or further. So even though it's 4 wraps further from that swim to get back to this spot, if someone's fishing the right hand side, nobody will jump in here and fish the left hand side. So that means I'm not really obstructing or cutting anyone off, because nobody will be in here. So that's something I thought of today, because I want to keep getting bait on there as often as I possibly can. I don't know when I'm back after tonight. This is the problem I'm going to have now. It could be a fortnight before I'm back. Could be a week. I don't know. Could be earlier if I can wangle it. Who knows? But yeah, anyway, I'm going to bugger off, have my coffee, have a think about things, and hopefully I'll bring you back with a carp during the night, because that would be awesome. But anyway, if I see you in the night, it'll be for a carp or a tench, most likely a tench, and if not, I'll see you in the morning. Just going to put a little update. I've just heard a carp come flying out, and that's definitely over in Sunny Corner, 100%. And it couldn't have been anything else. It has got to have been a carp. I did say in a previous vlog that maybe I should be trying over there the odd night, because I have done 2 or 3 nights in there, but that was before they spawned. I've not been back in there since. I know we've put bait on this spot the last 3 nights now, but doesn't mean I've got to stay here. I could always start going there as well and flitting between 2 spots and bait in 2 spots. But I'm just going to lay here, keep listening, turn this bloody light off, and yeah, see if I can piece any more of the jigsaw together. Good morning. Absolutely nothing to report again. It's now 5:45. I've been awake for about 15 minutes. I thought I'm not going to set an alarm this morning, seeing as I don't have to get up early. But I did wake up at about 5:30. Been awake 15 odd minutes. Nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing through the night. I really can't work that out. That's 2 nights in a row now where I've had nothing. Yet within, I don't know, 15-20 minutes of being here, single rod out on the spot, we had a tench straight off it. It's odd. It's like, I don't know, are feeding times changing already? Are they feeding through the day and not at night now? I don't know, I can't work this out. Both of those rods on the baited spot went absolutely perfect. Nothing has hit the lines. I've had no liners all night. They're definitely not tangled, nothing like that. They're definitely fishing 100%. I just don't get why 2 nights in a row I haven't been plagued by tench. It's another cool morning. I mean, maybe the feeding is slowing down, but the water's not cooled down. Definitely not. It's still really, really warm in the water. So things shouldn't have changed out of there, but who knows? It's nice not to be like going out the gate in the next 10 minutes. Haven't even had my first coffee this morning yet, which is nice. I'm just enjoying a lazy start. Sort of laying here, I'm in no rush. I'm gonna sort of like just lay and listen out at the lake and see if I can hear anything. Get the kettle on shortly and yeah, see what happens. See what happens when I'm not here, because this is the bit I'm interested in. I know roughly what happens up to now. It's the next sort of like 4.5 hours I've got left. I want to see what happens then. So I'll bring you back most likely when it's light, because that'll be something different to do a daylight pack down and outro, won't it? So that's something different in this vlog that we've not had in the last 5, 6. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. This is a nice view for you, isn't it? You don't see this one very often. Sunrise. Can't remember the last time I sat and watched the sunrise fishing, to be fair. It's all turn up within an hour and a half, it's dark, and pack away in the dark. That's pretty much my fishing now. So this is a nice rarity. See a sunrise. I've seen 3 tench already show over the spot this morning. So yeah, none of those were carp. They're all definitely tench. That was definitely a carp that jumped in Sunny Corner last night, 100%. All the signs are pointing to I need to be in that corner, but how long have I got? That was a tench just splashed. That's pretty much over the left-hand rod as well. The geese and that I just landed. All the signs are telling me that those carp are here in sort of daylight hours over where I'm baiting. So I don't know, I'm sort of sitting thinking, as much as that spot's, and it's a known spot. Oh, we just had a bleep. Don't think there's bats flying around. That could be good. Could be a liner then. That's the first bit of activity I've had. Amazing, isn't it? All night, nothing. But I am starting to think that the spot that I'm concentrating on, again, might not be the one. I might need to reconsider. Maybe start applying bait on a different spot, because times are changing. Autumn's here, isn't it now? I reckon I've got about 6 weeks maximum before this really starts to shut down. And I don't want to waste 6 weeks on a spot that I need to be fishing during daylight hours if I can only get on it during nighttime hours. So I don't know, but I'm going to sit and watch. Hope something happens this morning, because that was definitely activity, wasn't it? Get the kettle on, I think. So yeah, and that was another tench just rolled. I don't know if you see that, sort of out in the middle zone. Anyway, I'm going to go bug off, have a coffee, and see what the morning brings. Cheers all. First one of the morning. The activity over that baited spot, again, the tench has just rolled, is ridiculous, but I don't get why I'm not getting a bite. I can't work it out. I mean, is the pepperami really keeping them at bay? Do they really not like that? But then a krill boilie, I've caught loads of bloody tench on the krill, so I can't understand why that one's not gone. The only thing I can think of is the pepperami is on the right hand rod, which has done probably 80%. Whoa, that was a carp. That was a carp. Right over there. I bet it won't show you. Yeah, that's just a blur. Sorry, people. That was 100% a carp. That's now 2. That was in front of the third swim up right on the bar. The one I heard last night in the darkness, that was like, it sounded like it was round this corner. So that's just come launching out over there. I think this could be the last night we do on the point. You know, it's I can't keep ignoring things that are telling me to move, because yeah, I've got to sort of like go away today after this session and come back with a different approach and a different game plan, because this one I've got, as much as I think it's the right one, it isn't. It isn't. I've done a lot of nights in here now, and I've seen a carp on the spot twice, or in the area twice. Both times have been middle of the day or late afternoon. Both those times I'm not here. The carp I've seen at night have all been in that corner. So that's where I need to start fishing. So we're going to see this session out here. I'm not going to pack up and move around there now. I don't see the point in that. Before I go home today, I am just going to go have a quick little lead up, get all my kit packed away, have a wander around with my marker rod and have a lead up, so I know when I come back, wraps, etc. And yeah, we're gonna concentrate the next 2-3 weeks. I'm actually going to put the bloody barrow in the van as well, and we're going to concentrate over there. We're going to pull off it. We're pulling off the point, people. Oh, I don't know. Right, I'm going to go now, finish my coffee now, and see how many more carp I see in an area that I'm not fishing. Just had the first bite of the morning, and of course it's a tench. That was on the left hand rod. He's sat resting in the net. I'm just going to get him unhooked in a moment. You can see the old pink wafter hanging out his gizzard there. Well, you can if he rolls the other way. Come on, roll over the other way. There it is. Right, I'll get him unhooked and get him back. But yeah, that was on the solid bag over there. So I'm going to get that re-bagged up, chuck it back out. These pair, absolutely nothing. The activity is completely stopped over that spot as well now. So anyway, I'll get that fish sorted, get it back, and get the kettle back on, because it's bloody freezing. I thought I'd best give you some kind of update. You'll see the sun is nice and high in the sky now. It's just gone 9:30. The lake looks lifeless now. All the tench activity over the spot, the baited area, has stopped. Nothing happened on those rods other than that bleep early on this morning, which it could have been a bat, but I don't think it was. I think it was a liner. But yeah, that spot, it isn't the one. The vital bit of this session, or the two vital bits, is I heard one in the hours of darkness over in that corner, and I've seen one on first light in pretty much the same area on the bar. So I now know that when I come back, whenever that may be, I need to scale my kit down a bit, get my barrow in the van, and we need to be fishing over there. Like boycott this spot, pull off it, even though it's had bait sort of semi-regular. It's not the one for when I'm here. It's if I was here like maybe now until like 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon, then yeah, definitely, because I have seen them there in the daytime, but I need to be where they are when I'm here, and that is over in Sunny Corner at night time. That's where we need to go. So next session could drop down to 2 rods, absolute minimal kit, you know, just so I can get in and out, apply a small amount of bait while I'm fishing, you know, instead of putting 3/4 of a bucket out, just maybe put like 1/4 of a bucket out, just enough so there's enough to get the heads down and feed while I'm here. Just sort of cut it down, but try get in there quite regular, because I've not seen any anglers over that corner at all since I've been on here. Haven't seen a single angler along there. So hopefully I'll get left alone, and we'll spend the next sort of 3-4 weeks over in that zone until the weather really does start turning cold. Because when it turns cold, from what I can work out, sort of there in the centre of the lake, there's a sort of bowl everybody fishes in the winter. That's where you kind of need to go, I think. But for the next 3-4 weeks, yeah, you're going to have a different view. But for now, I'm going to carry on just watching the lake. I'm going to have my final coffee, and like I say, half an hour or so, get wound in, get packed away, and go away, refresh myself, ready to come back with a new approach. But if anything happens, I will let you know. But if not, I'll most likely see you for an outro. Just slowly packing away, and look who it is. He's got his noise going on. He can call now. It makes you used to make that little squeaking noise. Now he's actually calling. But I've noticed he's here on his own. The parents and the other one fly off on dusk, and then I guess they come back in the day, but he stays here on his own. That's why he's here on his own with that other one, which I've not seen this session, to be fair. His mate, who shouldn't be his mate. And then yeah, they come back. That was a tench just rolled on the spot. But I am just beginning to sort of like think, right, it's time to get these rods in, go away, come back with a fresh approach, fresh head, reset, and sort this bloody job out, because yeah, spent a lot of hours and a lot of nights here when should have been over there. So I'm going to get all wound in, packed away, and I'll see you in a moment for an outro. And just like that, we're back to how the vlog started. On the point of the tench lake, there's the mat and the net. Shall we have a little check? Yep, and there's still an acorn there. So not a lot has changed. A bit more bait's gone out on the spot. Tench have had a good feed up. And I've learned I need to be over there. So let me spin you around, get this outro sorted, and I can be on my way, ready to come back again whenever that is. Unfortunately, that brings us to the end of this vlog, but a really, really important piece of puzzle has been put in this time, hasn't it? Seeing that fish this morning that I don't normally see. I've normally gone to work in the dark. I'm out the gate. I don't see anything daylight hours here in the mornings. Seeing that fish where it showed and seeing that one last night, it's just confirmed I need to be over there. So when I come back, like I say, I'm going to scale my kit down, maybe drop down to 2 rods, maybe put a tiny bit less bait in because I'm not here for that long, and just come back with a fresh approach and start over again, basically over in Sunny Corner, and we're going to start fishing the bar, because I am trying to put a fish on the vlog and I am trying to catch one myself. So I appreciate another blank. Apologies again. We will get one at some point, so thanks to you lot for sticking with it. And don't forget the old thumbs up, subscribe, all that business. And if you're out and about on the bank yourself, I hope you've been a little bit more successful than I am of late. But until next time, thanks again for watching. Take it easy, and I'll see you on the next one.